is tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Thank you for humoring me, everyone. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about favorite things and good information. And then also what Teacher Wei was really inviting us to do during this last module, which is to make everything our favorite thing. Right? Like every moment, that's our favorite thing. Everything that's happening to us, that's our favorite thing. And it reminds me of that Rumi poem, and I'm just going to read it really quickly because it was coming through this morning in my Ming Shui, and I feel like it's the same information. So this is called The Guest House by Rumi, and this is translated by Coleman Barr. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So that's our invitation, right? It's to make everything our favorite thing. Even the dogs biting, even the bees stinging. Yes, Peggy.
I have a funny story. Do y'all want to hear it?
Yes, please.
I have the flu, so I sound dragonish. Um, I was at the doctor's office and I just felt horrible. I didn't know I had the flu, but I just felt horrible. I couldn't get myself to relax. And I kept trying, I need to be in the Ming Shui state. I need to surrender. I need to relax. And something had taken the monkey in my mind and was just torturing it. I couldn't, the more I tried to relax, the more agitated I got. The more I tried to relax, the more agitated I got. So anyway, I'm sitting there, put my head down, I got my eyes closed. I'm just sitting there waiting for them to call me to come back to see the doctor. And inside of my head, I very loudly said, okay, world conscious community, I need some help here. I can't get into the Minghui state. I need some help. And it wasn't 2 seconds later that the lady beside me touched me on my arm. And when I looked at her, she said, I think that man over there is talking to you. And I looked up and across this very large, very crowded waiting room, there's this elderly man standing up. And he said, lady, what's every little cell doing today? Where's every little cell? And I just looked at him and we laughed. And then he and I started singing this same office. I sing this song in all the time. So anyway, thank you, Vivi, for teaching me this song. But anyway, he and I just started laughing and singing it together, and a couple of other people in the waiting room started singing too. And we sang the first round, and then we're going for the second round. And a lady, a worker there behind the desk, stood up like the choir director, and she said, "Everybody sing." And so lots of people in the waiting room started singing every little cell in my body is happy. It was phenomenal. And then the nurse came out to get me, and she didn't call my name. She said, "Okay, happy little cell lady, you're up. Let's go." And it just completely turned everything around. It was so fun. It was funny.
That is a miracle. Thank you for sharing that story. How did the man know? Had you taught him the song? Was it?
Yeah, and I had been back in chairs beside each other in the infusion center one time, and he just looked like he was just sad. So I started talking to him, and we talked about dying, and we talked about other stuff. And I said, "What do you do that helps you feel positive?" And he couldn't think of anything. He said, "Well, you want to sing?" So we're sitting there singing quietly. I taught him the song, and then he starts singing it really loud. I'm like, okay, I think I'm embarrassed. I'm not sure. Um, and we got everybody in the infusion center singing. And then a couple of the doctors came out, the oncologists came out, and they're like, "What's going on?" So anyway, that was the first thing. But since then, every time I go in there, I wind up teaching somebody to sing it. It's fun. It's a
Oh
lot
my
of fun.
gosh. Thank you so much for sharing that amazing information. And I am so inspired by it's like this flash mob, spontaneous eruption of what is needed in that moment. No thinking about it, no pre-planning, just doing what needs to happen. And that you had seeded that before, and that the world consciousness
Well, thank you.
community,
Thank you, World
yeah,
Consciousness Community, for being there for me and for all those people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Howla, Peggy. And thank you, Vivi, for sharing that song with all of us. Do you guys want to sing the song? You guys want to sing the song? All right, we're going to sing the song. You ready? But you can take yourselves off mute so it's not just me singing. All right, 1, 2, 3. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in
And
my
my
body
body is happy.
happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every
Every little
little
cell
cell
in
in my body is happy
happy
and
as well.
well. I'm so glad every
Every
little
little
cell
cell
in
in
my
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 body
body
is
is
happy
happy
and
and
well.
well.
And since we're in Mingshui and there's no such thing as time space, we're going to all put ourselves in that waiting room right now with Peggy. Howla. Howla.
Allah.
Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, everyone.
What I love about Peggy's story is that here she is teaching everyone how to sing this song, and then it comes back to her when
Yeah.
she most needs it. I mean, it's just that's so perfect.
Yeah, that's how this works, right? Yeah. That reciprocity. Yeah, we don't hold it in. Go ahead, Stephanie.
I also love how she remembered in that moment to just call on the field and see what the field would bring and what it brought. And I guarantee all those people were changed that morning and remembered the song now because we all know it sticks in your head.
Angie, see your hand.
Um, my internet is unstable, so I don't have my picture on. I am so glad to see Irene, to see Tulip dancing to that song. Thank you for shifting the video so we could sing the song with Tulip too.
Oh, you're muted, Irene.
Oh my goodness. She's going crazy, my girl. Howla. Yeah, I'm on tulip duty this morning and it's such a gorgeous spring morning. I figured let me see if I can do this outside. and she's very happy digging holes, which I have to try to get away from. Anyway, Peggy, thank you. And Vivi, of course, I came on in one of my favorite things. Reminds me of course, The Sound of Music when I was really little. And my brother had just come back. He was in the Air Force, and he had just came back from Germany, and he brought my family and I, all 9 children and my parents, to see The Sound of Music.
Oh.
And I have this vivid memory of this Sound of Music on the big screen with all my siblings. And at my brother's 75th birthday, we all 8 siblings dressed up, and we sang oh, I forget which song, but it was really funny, and I'll find it and I may share it with all of you for his birthday. And it was hysterical. And we were all lined up. I think it's the song where they're all at
So
the
long,
thing.
farewell, I'll be there.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're all lined up, and we were all in character, and it was just hysterical. So thank you for that immediate memory, which was so joyous. And yeah, I'm so grateful to be here too, on and off camera in Mingzhi. Howla, howla.
Allah.
And my peonies are this big this morning, and that is such a gift. Howla. I've got several of these plants, so they're my favorite things. One of my favorite things. Howla.
Allah.
Thank you, everyone. Beautiful shares.
Beautiful sunrise, Irene. I can see the sun
Mm.
behind your head.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's I could feel the warmth on the back. It's so good. Oh, another favorite thing. Hola.
Allah. Any other favorite things that want to be shared? Or go ahead, Robin.
Yesterday, we'd been in the garden and went for a late afternoon walk up at Ski Hill, which is just at the edge of town. And this is glacier lily time, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of these beautiful yellow plants. And on sections of the trail, it lines both sides, like you're walking down this golden trail. And with Susan Duryea yesterday, she did this beautiful meditation with us, and part of it, she actually put a plugging in, just as another metaphor for, plugging into the field. And as I was walking down this double golden pathway, I went, oh my God, what a way to plug in. So, and that flower time up there is one of my very favorite things.
Beautiful. I got to look up, what are they called?
Glacier lilies.
Glacier
It was on my thing. I'll send you a picture of the path.
Thank you. Thank you. That would be wonderful. Howla. Any other favorite things or not so favorite things yet that we're working on turning into favorite things? Yeah, one of my favorite things is, when the apple trees bloom in the spring. And that was the theme of our consciousness healing Tuesday night. Our happy quarter was apple trees. And there's just, anyhow, the apple tree in my front yard is blooming, and the scent of apple blossoms is one of my oldest memories. And when they start blooming, it's like it is fully spring. Everything is getting better. All is well and getting better. So basking in the apple blossoms right now. Go ahead, Swan.
The Peepers just started singing this last week, and that is one of my favorite things. The sound, this chorus of all the little pollywogs in the swamp. I live overlooking a swamp, Cedar Swamp Nature Preserve, and It's just a glorious sound, and I love it.
Thank you. How loud are the sound of frogs? All the birds and the insects, they're just popping out right now.
I also have been really delighting in the spring peepers. It's one of my favorite things too. And when my kids were in college, I used to take little audio of them at this time of year, the spring peepers, and send it to them to remind them of being at home, because our house backs up to woods and a stream that goes to the Potomac River. And noticing this time of year all of the birds and how, they're in mating season, so they've left behind their winter mildness and put on like their full colors and everything. And I don't know if you've ever seen the pileated woodpeckers. They're the huge woodpeckers. Two of them were doing a little courting ritual that I got to witness, and which eventually led to a mating session. And just watching that, and then knowing that not too long from now I would see young pileated woodpeckers, was really exciting. Made me like feel all the flow of the chi that's really, at its fullest this time of year. So it just feels so lovely to be in all that.
Wow, what a sighting. Let us know when the babies come. How loud are the peepers and the pileated woodpeckers? Yeah, the birds are so funny this time of year. They're flying around, so in love, and they just don't even see what's around them. I had a bird almost fly into me, right? They were just they're so enraptured in their mating, in full regalia. Yeah. Any other shares before we go into practice? All right, y'all. So, just gonna invite you. Let me see. There we go. Now I can see you all. Just invite you to take a few deep breaths. And just bring all this good information, all this good energy that we had flowing through our bodies, all these heart-restoring stories of community and new beginnings and favorite things and just the glory and beauty of existence. And breathing, I'll just invite you to pick them all up. And then with an out breath, let it go. And closing your eyes and feeling your feet on the ground. And feeling your best Qigong posture with tailbone tucked and spine straight, chin tucked, and Bai Hui reaching up to the heavens. Coming into your body. And rather than noticing this story or the little details, just notice the feelings and the sensations and the goodness. Just the goodness of being alive, being here together right now. And bring your attention to the center of your head. And we'll once again come back to our observer, our inner observer, observing itself. that simple little switch that we can flip on and come back into that connected observer state. Coming back into oneness, coming back into that connectedness. As we observe ourselves in that inner mirror, and the observation goes around and around and around and around into that infinite oneness. And we can gently tone the end sound as a way of bringing ourselves a little deeper into this state. Mm. Mm. Feeling our Mingshui consciousness expanding, expanding through our head inner space. And expanding, expanding outward and outward and outward to the furthest extent of the universe. And we consciously connect in with Huanyan Qi, that universal Qi source, our original Qi source, that primordial Qi, the beginning of everything, that original blueprint of goodness. Mm. 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 Our head inner space is empty and open. Shu. Shu. Every cell is harmonious and happy and well. Shu. Our Mingshui merges with the neck inner space. Shu. Shu. Neck inner space. Every cell is happy, harmonious, and well. Shu. Our Mingshui merges with the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands, down into middle dantian, our baby hearts, our beautiful lungs, our loving breasts. Shu. 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 Middle dantian is empty and open. Every cell is harmonious and happy and well. Shu. Our Mingjue merges down into our abdomen, Huanyan Palace, all the organ systems that connect our liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach, pancreas, intestines. Every cell harmonious, happy and well, empty and open. Everything flowing perfectly and spontaneously. Mingjue merges now with the kidneys, the reproductive organs, everything in lower dantian, bladder, lower dantian is empty and open. Every cell is harmonious and happy and well. Our Mingjue merges down the hips, thighs, knees, calves, shins, ankles, feet, down the legs. Relax, empty and open. All cells harmonious and happy and well. Mingjue merges with our spine and central nervous system, the upper spine, the middle spine, the lower spine. Our entire central nervous system, all the communication networks are flowing perfectly. Everything is empty and open and clear. Every cell harmonious and happy and well. Our entire bodies merged with Mingjue consciousness. And we expand that out to our entire chi bodies, connecting with each other in the field, connecting with the collective consciousness field, all the sages, all of our teachers, Dr. Pong and Teacher Wei. We connect in with all the wisdom of goodness and happiness and wellness. And we feel this expanded state, breathing into it, focusing our breath first in lower dantian, Breathing gently into lower dantian, allowing our consciousness, our Mingshui collective consciousness, focus on our lower dantian. Just breathing for a moment. Breathing into Mingmen Inner Palace. And when you're ready, you can bring up, slowly raise up your hands in La Chi position, palms facing each other, holding a precious Chi ball, a beautiful ball of light between your hands, and imagining this ball merging inside your lower dantian and specifically in Mingmen Inner Palace. And just gently begin the opening and the closing. Opening, expanding out and merging with universe chi, and closing, drawing in that universe chi deep into Mingmen Inner Palace. Opening and closing. And you can do this at your own pace. If you wish, you can sync this with your breath. Opening as you breathe out, expanding, expanding, merging. And then breathing in as you close and gather, bringing in all the goodness, all the blessings. Opening and closing. Allowing yourself to merge with the entire universe, bringing in that original healing chi, activating your root, purifying and opening and supercharging the center of your Jing energy, center of your life force energy. And breathing. Remembering your posture gently, tucking the tailbone and straightening the spine, just gently. Just noticing how this slight change in posture can make this simple movement even more powerful, even more effective. And knowing that as we all do this together, that it's all of our hands, all of our breaths working together to bring in this healing energy, to bring in the blessings. Feeling all of our hands stacked over each other, feeling that deep connection in the field. And now, as you are ready, you can come to a gentle stop and move up your hands and that chi ball just up to Huanyan Palace at the solar plexus. And again, the same exercise with opening and expanding and closing and gathering. And really allowing your Mingjue consciousness to focus on the Huanyan Palace, to relax into the Huanyan Palace. Practicing having a gentle gaze on this energy center, the center of our organ systems and our emotions, the center of our digestion, how we work with and move through all these guests, the invited ones and maybe the uninvited ones, how we generously open our door to it all and say yes to it all. Opening and closing, growing our capacity, digesting and moving through it all. And feeling that gentleness and kindness that we give to ourselves when we do these deep practices. And remembering that we're doing them exactly right, exactly perfectly. Breathing, receiving, giving, opening. And now as you're ready, can come to a stop and just gently raise the hands up to the middle dantian, heart inner space. And again, gently opening and closing. Really focusing your Mingjue consciousness on the heart inner space. Noticing the energy ball merging inside this energy space in your body. Opening our baby hearts as we can and gathering, receiving as we close. Opening and closing. Mm. Coming back to our baby hearts once again in a new and profound way. Allow yourself to surrender, maybe in a new way, to this practice, to your wild heart, to the expansiveness of it all, to the vast potentiality. Allow yourself to open to the unexpected, open to all the miracles, open to even just a little bit more goodness. Feel the smile on your face. And now, as you're ready, coming to a pause, raising up this powerful chi ball that we've been cultivating, raising it up to upper dantian, merging the chi ball with Shenji Palace, and again opening and closing. Noticing your posture, straight spine, tucked chin, feeling that deep connection with Bai Hui and universe Qi and the Senji Palace at the center of your head. Breathing into Shenji Palace as we open and close, as we tune with and breathe with the whole universe, allowing in this complete harmony. Though our attention is on the center of the head, I'll invite you to just gently observe how, with this movement, it's really all of our energy centers, all of the palaces and dantians that are moving in concert, that are opening and closing. Just feel that connectedness in your body, that connected dance that we do both within ourselves and then outside of ourselves in community with each other. That harmonious tuning that we do so that we can feel the oneness and the connectedness. And pausing when you're ready, and then holding this chi ball and lifting it up, 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 merging with the center of the universe, receiving, breathing in, holding the breath briefly, and then allowing the chi to pour down, pouring chi down into Bai Hui, gently and consciously delivering this chi to our heads, Eyes, nose, ears, mouth, chin, jaw, neck, and all the glands. Down the shoulders, arms, hands, into the heart, lungs, breasts. Deeply, deeply merging this chi into our entire beings. Merging this chi down into the lower abdomen, into all the organs. Down the kidneys and the hips, down the legs. Just placing your hands on your lap for a moment as you allow the chi to really integrate and flow down your whole body and empty out of your feet and merge with the earth. Just breathing and noticing for a moment. And now, as you're ready, I'm going to stand up, but you can stay seated if you wish. Moving slowly and gently. Eyes only open as much as they need to be. And come to find your Qigong practice spot. Feet together, tailbone tucked, spine straight, chin tucked, Bai Hui lifting up. And bringing the hands forward and rotating them around to sit at your waist. We'll practice crane's neck first. So just briefly imagining that you're a crane and that you have a very, very long neck. And bring your attention to your chin. And just noticing your long neck and noticing your chin, tucking the chin in and raising the chin up, allowing your head to fall back gently as your chin and long neck raise up, 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 chin pointing up, stretching. And then gently bring the chin straight forward, gently forward, as far as you can go. And then bringing the chin down, down to the chest, this long neck of yours down to the chest. And bringing the chin up against the chest, up. And then we'll do it again. Chin up, neck back, gently, head back gently, stretching the chin up. Relax, and then chin forward, 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 and then down, chin against the chest. Chin comes back around one more time, chin tucked, neck back, head back. Stretching up, chin forward, down, and back to neutral. Breathing for a moment. Notice your shoulders. Notice your posture. And then we'll go the opposite way. So again, chin tucking in, and then chin following the chest down, stretching down, and then chin forward and up, pointing out, Chin moving straight up. Stretching the head back and then chin down. Back to neutral. And we'll go again, chin down, following the chest, chin down. Chin stretching forward and up. Chin stretching up, head back. And back to neutral. One more time. Chin down, feeling the chest opening up with this movement. Forward, chin up. And back to neutral. Just breathing. Noticing how the center of your head feels now. Notice that emptiness and openness. Breathing. Now bringing the hands down, can shake them out a little if needed. Shaking out the shoulders if needed. And then we'll practice Chen Qi next to open up our heart center. So moving the arms up to a 45-degree angle. Noticing your posture, again, tailbone tucked, straight spine, chin tucked. Hands arching up a little bit. Focusing on the center of our shoulder blades. And we bring the arms in and out, in and out. And you can go at your own pace. So you can go quickly if you'd like to have a more activating practice. Or you can go very slowly if you'd wish, more like a soaring bird, just slowly articulated in and out. So I'll let you choose. I'm going to go a little faster today, I think. And again, the movement is from between the shoulder blades. The shoulders are not coming up. And as much as possible, arms are straight. Noticing your heart center. And noticing the connection between your heart center and the palms of your hands. And as Teacher Wei says, there are a lot of meridians that move through all of our fingers, up our arms. And when we do this movement, we're activating them all. And these meridians literally touch every organ, every aspect of our entire bodies. So as we do this movement, whether quickly or slowly, we're activating those meridians that start in our fingers, go all the way up our arms. Breathing, connecting, remembering Ming Shui. Allowing Ming Shui to merge and inform this movement. Allowing yourself to move from Ming Shui, not from obligation or needing to do it the right way. Just surrender and allow yourself to move from Ming Shui. Just feel how that quality is a little different. And when you're ready, coming to a pause, breathing, and gently bringing your arms back down. Again, rotating the shoulders if you need to. Whew. Getting any wiggles out. And then finding your Qigong position again. So next we'll practice hip rotations. So again, bringing the hands up on the waist and stepping on Qi to bring the feet about shoulder width apart. Tucking the tailbone, bending the knees gently. And we'll do some gentle hip rotations by moving the tailbone forward, to the left, back, right. So again, keeping the tailbone tucked, isolating the movement as much as possible to the hips. And just moving at the speed that you need to. So that might be faster than what I'm doing. It might be slower. I usually start out by just making sure that I can do the full rotations in full consciousness, that there's not any one spot where I'm skipping over, so that I can accurately articulate with my body in this movement every aspect of the circle. And then once I have that, then I feel like I can go a little faster if I'd like. Or not. Slow is beautiful too. So just moving the lower dantian around, noticing Mingmen Inner Palace, maybe feeling some warmth, maybe noticing signs of your digestive system moving. It's all beautiful. Breathing. Bringing in your Mingjue consciousness to the movement. Practicing doing all the movements from Mingjue. Mm. 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 And then when you're ready, coming to a pause and going the other direction. So tailbone forward, right, back, and left. Gently articulating the circle going the other way. Just noticing how your body is moving today. Allowing your body to be what it is today. Tailbone tucked. Noticing your posture, spine straight, chin tucked, just noticing. And notice what happens to the movement when you adjust your posture, just noticing. Allowing yourself to surrender into the movement. Just breathing. And coming to a pause in the center. And we'll tilt the tailbone up forward and back. Tailbone forward and back. Forward and back. Squeezing in Hui Yin. And forward and back. And we'll raise the legs, stepping on Qi, bringing the feet back together. We'll release the hands and lift Qi up. Lifting Qi up for big circulation. Lifting Qi up again to the center of the universe, merging a Qi ball with the center of the universe, breathing in, holding the breath, and letting it out, pouring Qi down into the head and the neck, the chest, down the body, and tucking the chin. We're going to bend forward, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, as we deliver Qi down the body, delivering Qi down the legs, and then scooping Qi from the earth, scooping Qi, raising back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, raising ourselves back up slowly, and bringing the Qi ball up, once again, up to the center of the universe, breathing in, holding the breath, and pouring Qi down, just feeling how good this feels. Pouring Qi down, down into the head and the neck. And then again, tucking the chin, bending forward, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bending forward, feeling each vertebrae. Delivering Qi down the legs. And then scooping Qi from the center of the earth and raising up again. Raising up slowly. Raising up. Merging the Qi ball again. Merging heaven and earth. Breathing in and releasing down. Pouring Qi into the top of the head. Staying upright this time, just delivering Qi, all the way down the body, all the way down the legs back into the earth. Breathing for a moment. Just notice how you feel now. Notice that connected, flowing, open feeling. And let's together make the intention that we will all together bring this amazing feeling, all these qualities, this beautiful Ming-Shui state into our entire day today. Hao-la, may it be so. Thank you, beautiful people.
Thank you, Megan, and everyone.
Thank you, Megan. When you want Ling Tong.
When you're Ling Tong.
When you're in tone.
Lovely game.
These practice groups are one of my favorite things, so thanks for showing up. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Hopefully. The most beautiful day ever.